no coincidences in this universe. If you are hearing this message right now, it is because something within you is ready to shift, ready to step into the next level of your journey. The challenges, the doubts, the moments of struggle, they were never meant to break you. They were preparing you. Right now, you are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been before. The universe is aligning, moving in your favor. All you have to do is trust. There is a moment before every breakthrough when everything feels the most uncertain, the pressure builds, the road ahead seems unclear, and doubt whispers that maybe you've come this far for nothing. It is in this moment that many people give up, not realizing they were just inches away from their transformation. But you, my dear, you are not here to give up. You are here to rise. Life has a rhythm, a cycle of endings and beginnings, of struggles and triumphs. And just like nature moves through seasons, so do we. Before the morning light touches the sky, there is the deepest part of the night. Before the seed bursts through the earth, it struggles in the darkness beneath the soil. Before the caterpillar spreads its wings, it must dissolve completely, surrendering to transformation. The same is happening for you. When things feel the hardest, when you wonder why everything seems to be going wrong, when you feel stuck, know this: you are not buried, you are planted. And the pressure you feel is not meant to break you. It is meant to shape you, to strengthen you, to push you forward into a life greater than you ever imagined. So many people quit just before they reach the breakthrough they've been waiting for. They mistake the darkness for a sign to turn back, when really it is the final test before the light appears. You see, the universe doesn't give up on you. The dream that lives inside your heart is there for a reason. But before you receive it, you must prove to yourself that you are truly ready, not just in words, but in action. How do you prove it? You keep going. You show up even when you feel like nothing is happening. You hold onto faith even when there is no evidence yet. You trust that what is meant for you is already on its way. Think about all the times in your life when you thought you wouldn't make it through, but you did. The heartbreaks, the disappointments, the losses, they felt unbearable at the time, didn't they? But here you are, stronger, wiser, more aware of who you are. Each struggle shaped you. Each moment of darkness prepared you for the light that was coming. This time is no different. Right now you may feel frustrated, like you've been working hard but seeing little progress. Maybe you've been praying for answers but hearing only silence. Maybe you've been doing everything right, yet nothing seems to be changing. But I promise you, beneath the surface, the shift is already happening. The roots of your dreams are growing deeper. The pieces are aligning. The path is being cleared, even if you can't see it yet. This is why you must hold on. The greatest mistake you can make is to quit right before your breakthrough. Imagine a miner digging for gold. He digs and digs, day after day, breaking rocks, sweating, growing tired. And then, just when he is inches away from striking the gold, he stops, convinced that it was all for nothing. But what if he had taken just one more swing? What if he had held on just a little longer? This is where you are right now. So close, closer than you think. I know it's not easy. Growth is uncomfortable. Change feels uncertain. The unknown can be terrifying. But remember, everything you desire is on the other side of fear. Everything you've been praying for is right beyond this moment of doubt. The key is to not let your emotions dictate your actions. Your emotions are temporary, but your dreams are real. Your struggles are passing, but your power is permanent. When you feel tired, rest but do not quit. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself of all the miracles that have already taken place in your life. When you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and surrender. You are not meant to carry this alone. The universe is working on your behalf, orchestrating things in ways you cannot yet see. And before you know it, the dawn will break, the light will come pouring in, the opportunity will arrive, the door will open, and you will look back and realize that every struggle, every challenge, every dark moment was simply preparing you to receive what is coming next. You were never alone in this journey. You were always being guided, always being supported. And now you are stepping into the life that was meant for you all along. So hold on just a little longer. Your breakthrough is closer than ever. There are no accidents in this life. Every moment, every experience, every sign that crosses your path is a message, a whisper from the universe, guiding you toward your highest good. The problem is that so many people move through life unaware, caught in distractions, consumed by worries, or trapped in routines that keep them from noticing the signs right in front of them. But when you begin to tune in, when you allow yourself to see beyond the surface, you realize that the universe has been speaking to you all along. Think about it. How many times have you thought about something only for it to appear in your life in the most unexpected way? A conversation with a stranger that answers a question you've been struggling with. A song that plays at just the right moment, carrying a message you needed to hear. A door closing, only for another to open in a way that makes perfect sense later. These are not coincidences. These are divine alignments. Proof that you are always being guided, even when you don't realize it. The universe communicates in many ways. Sometimes it speaks through intuition, that deep knowing in your heart that tells you something is right or wrong before you have any logical proof. That feeling in your gut that nudges you to take a chance, to walk away, to trust, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Other times, the universe speaks through people, sending certain individuals into your life at the perfect moment. Mentors, friends, even strangers who deliver a message that shifts your perspective and reminds you of your power. There are times when the universe speaks through obstacles. Yes, even in the challenges, there is wisdom. When a door closes, it is not rejection, it is redirection. When something doesn't go as planned, it is not failure, it is divine intervention, protecting you from something not meant for you or preparing you for something greater. But if you only see these moments as disappointments, you will miss the message hidden within them. The key to understanding the universe's messages is to be present. So many people are waiting for a loud, dramatic sign, expecting a miracle to appear in flashing lights, but the universe rarely speaks in shouts. It speaks in whispers, in the quiet moments when you pause, breathe, and truly listen. It speaks when you trust your instincts instead of doubting them. It speaks when you notice the patterns, the synchronicities, the little nudges guiding you towards something better. Pay attention to the recurring themes in your life. Have you been seeing the same numbers over and over again? Have certain words, ideas, or lessons been showing up repeatedly? These are not coincidences. The universe is trying to get your attention. It is saying, look here, follow this, this is important. But if you dismiss these signs as meaningless, you close yourself off from the guidance meant for you. You must also be willing to trust. Too often, people ask for signs and then ignore them when they appear. They pray for clarity and then doubt it when they receive an answer. They wait for guidance but resist when it requires them to step outside their comfort zone. But the universe will not force you. It will show you the way, but you must choose to follow. It will open doors, but you must have the courage to walk through them. Sometimes the universe speaks through discomfort. When you feel restless, uninspired, or unfulfilled, that is not something to ignore. That is guidance. It is a sign that something needs to change. It is the universe stirring you, pushing you, urging you to step into a greater version of yourself. Growth is not always comfortable, but neither is staying stuck in a life that no longer fits you. There is a divine intelligence at work in everything. The same force that moves the oceans, that orchestrates the stars, that makes the flowers bloom in perfect timing, that same force is guiding you. You are not lost, you are not forgotten, you are exactly where you need to be, learning exactly what you need to learn. And if you open your heart, if you begin to trust that you're being led, life will start unfolding in ways more beautiful than you ever imagined. Right now, the universe is speaking to you. Maybe it's through this very message, reminding you that you are not alone. Maybe it's through a feeling deep inside, a whisper urging you to take a step, to believe, to surrender to the flow of life instead of resisting it. Whatever it is, know that you are being guided. You don't have to have all the answers today. You don't have to know how everything will unfold. Just trust that it is unfolding perfectly. Fear is the great illusion that keeps us trapped, small, and disconnected from our true potential. It whispers doubts in our minds, makes us second-guess our choices, and keeps us clinging to what is familiar, even when what is familiar no longer serves us. But the truth is, fear is not real. It is a story we tell ourselves, a projection of what could go wrong, even when nothing has actually happened yet. It is a chain that holds us back from living fully, loving deeply, and stepping into the limitless possibilities that life has to offer. Trust, on the other hand, is freedom. It is the knowing that no matter what happens, you are supported, you are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. Trust allows you to walk forward with confidence, even when you cannot see the whole path ahead. It allows you to surrender control, to stop grasping so tightly at outcomes, and to believe that life is unfolding exactly as it should. When you release fear and step into trust, everything changes. Doors open, the right people appear, the things you once worried about lose their power over you. But how do you release fear when it feels so real? How do you trust when uncertainty surrounds you? It begins with awareness. You must recognize that fear is a habit, a pattern of thinking that you have practiced for years. But just as you learned fear, you can also unlearn it. You can choose new thoughts, new beliefs, and new ways of responding to life. You are not at the mercy of your fears. You have the power to rewrite your story. Fear often disguises itself as protection. It tells you to be careful, to play it safe, to avoid risks. But what it doesn't tell you is that safety and comfort are not the same as happiness and fulfillment. Comfort zones may feel familiar, but they are also cages. And the life you truly desire, the love, the success, the joy, the adventure, exists outside of that cage. To reach it, you must be willing to step beyond the familiar and trust that something greater is waiting for you. One of the most powerful ways to release fear is to become present. Fear only exists in the past and the future. It is the memory of what hurt you before or the worry of what might happen next. But right now, in this very moment, you are safe. You are breathing. You are alive. When you focus on the present, fear loses its grip on you. You begin to see that most of the things you worry about never actually happen. You begin to realize that no matter what challenges arise, you have the strength to face them. Trust is a practice, just like fear is a practice. The more you choose trust, the more natural it becomes. Trust means believing that the universe is working for you, not against you. It means understanding that delays are not denials, that redirections are blessings in disguise, and that even the challenges you face are shaping you into a stronger, wiser, more resilient version of yourself. Think about all the times in your life when things seem to be falling apart, only for them to come together in a way you never expected. Think about the moments when you thought you had lost something, only to realize later that you were being prepared for something better. Life has always been guiding you, even when you couldn't see it at the time. If you could trust in hindsight, then you can trust in the present. Releasing fear does not mean you will never feel afraid again. It means you no longer let fear control your choices. It means you acknowledge the fear, but you move forward anyway. It means you remind yourself that every great thing in life requires a leap of faith. The greatest love, the most fulfilling career, the biggest adventures, none of these come without a moment of uncertainty. But what if, instead of fearing the unknown, you embraced it? What if, instead of expecting the worst, you expected the best? You are capable of more than you know. You are stronger than your fears, wiser than your doubts, and more powerful than you realize. Every step you take in trust brings you closer to the life that is meant for you. The universe is always supporting you, always guiding you, always aligning things in ways you cannot yet see. All you have to do is let go of fear and allow yourself to receive. Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can keep holding on to fear, letting it control your life, keeping you small, making you doubt yourself. Or you can step into trust. You can decide that you are ready to receive, ready to believe, ready to move forward with confidence and faith. The path ahead is waiting. The next chapter of your life is ready to unfold. Release the fear and trust that what is meant for you will always find you. There comes a time in life when you feel something shifting deep within you. It's a quiet knowing, a stirring in your soul, a sense that you are on the verge of something greater. This is breakthrough energy, and it is calling you to rise. It is calling you to step into your power, to leave behind the old patterns that no longer serve you, and to align with the new version of yourself that is waiting to emerge. But here's the truth. Your breakthrough does not come from luck or chance. It is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you. You must align with it. You must prepare yourself to receive it. You must become the version of yourself that is ready for the next level of your life. So how do you align with your breakthrough energy? It starts with your mindset. You cannot expect new results while holding on to old beliefs. If you believe you are unworthy, if you believe success is for other people, if you believe life is a constant struggle, then those beliefs will create your reality. But the moment you shift your mindset, when you start believing that abundance is your birthright, that opportunities are always flowing toward you, that the universe is working in your favor, you step into alignment with breakthrough energy. Breakthroughs happen when you release resistance. Many people block their own blessings because they are clinging to control. They want everything to happen on their timeline, in their way, according to their expectations. But life does not work like that. The moment you release the need to force things, the moment you surrender and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, the breakthrough begins. The doors you were once pushing against suddenly swing open. The answers you were searching for appear effortlessly. The path ahead becomes clear. Your breakthrough also requires action. It is not enough to think positive thoughts and hope for change. You must take inspired action. This does not mean forcing things or exhausting yourself with endless effort. It means listening to your intuition and moving when you feel the nudge. It means saying yes to new opportunities, even when they feel unfamiliar. It means stepping outside of your comfort zone because you know that growth only happens when you are willing to expand. Fear often tries to block your breakthrough. It whispers doubts in your mind, telling you that you're not ready, that you might fail, that you should wait until the perfect time. But there is no perfect time. There is only now. And fear is nothing more than a test to see if you are truly ready for the next level. The key is to move forward despite the fear, to remind yourself that fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. To trust that if the desire is in your heart, it is there for a reason, and you are meant to follow it. Breakthroughs require you to let go of what no longer serves you. You cannot bring old baggage into a new season. Whether it's toxic relationships, self-doubt, or habits that drain your energy, you must be willing to release what is holding you back. Sometimes the hardest part of stepping into a new chapter is closing the door on the old one. But trust that what you are letting go of is only making space for something better. One of the most powerful ways to align with breakthrough energy is gratitude. When you shift your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, your entire energy changes. Gratitude is a magnet for miracles. When you appreciate what you already have, you open the door for more to flow into your life. Instead of focusing on what isn't working, start acknowledging everything that is. Instead of dwelling on delays, celebrate the progress you have made. Instead of waiting for the breakthrough to come, start living as if it has already happened. The universe responds to your energy. When you align with breakthrough energy, you become unstoppable. You walk with confidence. You trust the process. You no longer chase, beg, or force things. You attract them effortlessly. You step into a state of flow, where everything unfolds with ease. There comes a time in life when you must make a choice. To hold on to what is familiar, even if it weighs you down, or to let go and make space for something new. Growth requires release. Transformation requires surrender. If you want to step into the next level of your life, you must be willing to let go of what no longer serves you. So often we cling to things out of fear of change, fear of the unknown, fear of what will happen if we let go. But holding on to something that has already run its course only delays the blessings waiting to enter your life. You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot move forward while dragging the past behind you. The truth is, letting go is not loss. It is liberation. One of the hardest things to release is relationships that no longer align with who you are becoming. Sometimes, people enter our lives for a season, not a lifetime. They teach us lessons, they help us grow, and then their purpose in our journey is complete. But instead of allowing the natural flow of life, we hold on. We try to force connections that have already faded. We cling to people who no longer bring us peace. We settle for relationships that drain our energy because we are afraid of being alone. But what if letting go created space for someone better? What if releasing what isn't working made room for what is truly meant for you? Letting go is not just about people, it's also about thoughts and beliefs that limit you. Many of the stories you tell yourself are outdated. I'm not good enough. I always fail. Nothing ever works out for me. These beliefs may have been formed long ago, but they are not your truth. They are simply patterns you have repeated so many times that they feel real. But the moment you choose to let them go, you reclaim your power. You begin to rewrite your story. You start affirming your worth, your strength, your limitless potential. Another weight that must be released is the burden of past mistakes. So many people live in the shadow of regret, replaying old decisions and wishing they had done things differently. But the past is done. No amount of guilt or shame can change it. The only thing you have control over is this moment right now. Instead of holding on to regret, choose to see your past as a teacher. Every mistake was a lesson. Every detour was part of your journey. You are not meant to be punished by your past. You are meant to grow from it. Letting go also means releasing the need for control. Life is unpredictable, and trying to force things to go a certain way only creates stress and frustration. The moment you surrender, the moment you trust that everything is unfolding as it should, you open yourself to miracles. When you stop resisting change, you step into flow. When you stop clinging to what is leaving, you make space for what is arriving. One of the most powerful things you can release is attachment to outcomes. So many times we believe that life must happen in a specific way at a specific time, or else we have failed. But what if the universe has a better plan? What if what you are holding on to is far smaller than what is waiting for you? Trust that when something leaves your life, it is not rejection, it is redirection. You are being guided towards something greater. Letting go is an act of faith. It is a declaration that you trust yourself, that you trust the universe, that you trust the process of life. It does not mean you forget. It does not mean you do not care. It simply means you are ready to move forward. It means you are choosing peace over attachment, growth over stagnation, and freedom over fear. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? What is weighing me down? What am I afraid to release, even though I know it is time? Let go and trust that something beautiful is on the other side. Your next chapter is waiting. All you have to do is make space for it. There is no better moment than this one. Right now, as you read these words, life is calling you forward. The dreams you have been holding inside, the changes you have been hesitating to make, the bold steps you have been afraid to take. It is time. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when you feel perfectly ready. Your time is now. Too often we wait. We wait for the right opportunity, the right circumstances, the right sign. We tell ourselves that once we have more confidence, more money, more clarity, then we will begin. But waiting is an illusion. The perfect time does not exist. The only moment you truly have is this one. And it is in this moment that you must choose to move forward. What is holding you back? Is it fear, doubt, the belief that you are not ready? The truth is, no one ever feels completely ready for their next step. Growth always comes with uncertainty. Every great achievement, every transformation, every breakthrough begins with a moment of courage. It begins when you decide to act, even in the presence of fear. You have already waited long enough. You have spent enough time doubting yourself, shrinking back and questioning your own potential. Now is the time to believe in yourself. Now is the time to trust that you have everything you need within you. The dreams placed in your heart are not random. They are there because you are meant to bring them to life. Life does not wait. Every day that passes is another day you could have been building your vision. Another day you could have been stepping into your power. Do not let fear rob you of your destiny. Do not let hesitation keep you stuck in a cycle of what is. Your time is now. If you want change, create it. If you want success, commit to it. If you want happiness, choose it. There will always be challenges. There will always be moments when you feel uncertain, when you wonder if you are making the right choice. But strength is built through action. Confidence is created through experience. The more you step forward, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable. Do not let the past define you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the limitations you once believed about yourself. Every single day is a chance to start fresh, to rewrite your story, to step into a new version of yourself. Let go of the old narratives that say you are not enough, that you are not worthy, that you are not capable. You are more powerful than you realize, and everything you need is already within you. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who had everything figured out from the start. They are the ones who took action, who started before they felt ready, who kept going even when things got hard. They understood that waiting for the perfect moment was an excuse. They knew that the only way to move forward was to begin. You do not have to have it all figured out. You do not need every detail in place. You just need to take the first step. Once you do, the path will reveal itself. Opportunities will appear. The right people will come into your life. Doors will open where there were once only walls. You were not meant to live a life of hesitation and regret. You were meant to step into your power, to embrace your dreams, to live fully and fearlessly. Whatever it is that you have been putting off, starting that new career, writing that book, pursuing that passion, letting go of what no longer serves you, now is the time. There is no more waiting. There is only action. Trust yourself. Trust that you are capable. Trust that the universe is supporting you. Everything is aligning in your favor, but you must be willing to meet life halfway. You must be willing to take that leap, to say yes to yourself, to claim the life you truly want.